So in this episode we've gone from this and this to this and this. So I'm going to work with red and yellow, and I should be able to go through the reddy orange and the yellowy orange to get a kind of orange in the middle. So these are all sitting next to each other, so that should work out okay, and they shouldn't fight each other and not turn into brown. So I've added some red and yellow, and I'm just going to roll these out, starting with the bottom yellow first. And then into the red. Moving it down and then going into the yellow. And we can see there when we're rolling the colours out onto from the brayer onto the paper that they are not fighting. We've not got the offending mud. So let's just pull this print and see what it looks like. So okay, the moment of truth. Let's see what we've got. And we've got a lovely red through to orange. It just fades. I think it's called an ombre effect. But there's no mud. It doesn't look like that. That's working really, really well. So what if we wanted to put a stencil on top? So let's have a look at the colour wheel again. We've got the deep red here, and we're going down into orange, a yellowy orange. So we have to be careful of what colour we choose. So I'm going to go with this red violet, which is right next to the red. It's a bit of a gamble, but let's see what happens. There's the warning sign. Can you see there? It's going to turn into brown along this bottom part, but let's see what happens anyway. And there's the result. We don't have that horrible muddy colour at the bottom. We've been able to get away with it. There's still some left on there, so let's just get the baby wipe and wipe it off. I should have pressed down more in the middle there, but hey, it really doesn't matter. And we'll just use this one, which was a roll-off test one. This is a kind of pinky magenta. And that's what we call a ghost print. Not absolutely fantastic, but it serves the purpose just to show you what you can do when you've pulled your first print. So I'm quite happy with that, even though there's bits missing. So let's go again. So we've got a different feel to this. This is orange, got a nice splodge of magenta there, and I quite like that. And what I'm going to do now is let's go over it with yellow ochre. still in the same family. Very, very pale result there. So let's concentrate now on the cooler colours this way around. I'm going to put a nice pale blue one to begin with. Got little flecks of green going on there, but that's because it's mixing with the colours that's already on the brayer, but I'm not bothered about that, it's going to look super. So staying in the same family of cool colours, let's try the turquoise blue. And we can see that that's not going to go brown. Put this one up. Always have a little peep before you take it off completely. I obviously didn't do that on the last pull. It's better. Take this off. And I'm going to quickly put this on. This is one I did in the interim period. This is just a little pull that I did using a colour that was a little bit, well, it wasn't dark enough for it to be effective. Nonetheless, that's quite a nice ghost print. So let's have a review of what we've done. So in this episode we've gone from this and this to this and this. This is the same stencil, but look what's happened. This one's all muddy, this one's really nice and crisp and fresh. And if we do the JoanieB mount test, move those, just isolate the print, that's not looking too bad. And if we put that one to one side and look at this one, even though I missed bits and pieces out, it really shows you how you can move from that to that just by knowing what colours to use. And here's a sneaky peek of what we're going to do next week. It's the final episode and a roundup of everything that we've done so far. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. So it's bye for now. Bye bye.